And you can hear your favorite artist music anytime you want. Mobile, desktop, HMC Mitchell, let's go! Hey! Bringing you the best in entertainment from the basement labs to our fam that's worldwide famous. Shining light on talent that was told. Taking shots to success was aimless. Broadcasting overseas, can you blame us? Don't believe us, you can ask the masses, check the ratings. You can tune into the conversation. WBOKRADIO.com. The Encore Live Show. Each and every Saturday, 7 to 9 p.m. Standard Time. HNIC Mitchell, let's go! Call it right now to give you a shout out at 712-770-4700. Access code 419819. Let's go! Hey, hey.
Like that.
What it do, world? What it do, world? What it do, world? We back at it live and direct. WBOKRadio.com, the Encore Live Show, promising to bring you the best in entertainment each and every Saturday, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But y'all know y'all can catch us on the World Wide Web at any time. You know what we do over here. Oh, man. We're blessed with another one. We're blessed with another one. Another Saturday. It is Saturday, November 25th. 2017. We're back at it. Hope everyone had a great gobble day. Hope the turkey was good. Hope the football worked out for you. You know. But we over here telling y'all what we gonna do over here is continue what we do. And this evening, you know who I am. I'm talking like I forget to, because most of y'all know who I am, but I'm Yogi 1AO. I'm your host with the most, the younger version of Gangsta Imperial, the one and only. And as always, I am joined by my beautiful co-host. That's you, sweetheart. Miss Music, we ain't getting you, baby. We got Miss Music, Miss Marlene Bamasita, a.k.a. the musical diva, a.k.a. the one that make it happen down there in Tampa, Florida. She working it out. We can see you down there, mama. We see you working it out. We can't hear you, but we see you, baby. Man, we got so much going on in this network and this family each week as we continue to push on. We continue to grow as a family and as a team. Miss Music, once you get clicked in, we got you. I can't hear you right now. I got to hear you. It's radio. There you will.
Yes, yes.
Say what's up to the people, Miss Music. Oh my goodness. Your sound wildin'. Your sound acting up. That sound like it sound like my daughter. Nama nama na, nama 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 na. Daddy, I want a cookie. Anywho, we gonna go. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and go into this interview this evening. We're gonna introduce the folks that we're bringing on this evening to give y'all another rendition of what we talk about and being the best in entertainment. We're gonna give the
you already know it is the tantalizing and amazing Miss Music, Mamacita. Miss Music.
Lyrical deep.
Oh, you're not getting me. Are you getting me now?
We got you, baby. We got you. We tuned in with you. Go ahead. Let them know who you is.
Can you hear me? Nah.
Yeah. I got bars too. We ain't talking about bars this evening. We talking about vocals this evening.
Yeah.
All right. This evening.
I got bars.
You are loud. I hear you, Ma.
I don't know. Are you hear me? But I don't know what's going on over here, but I'm here, you know what? I'm live in effect from Tampa, Florida. What's up, everybody? This is Miss Music.
We hear you.
I know. I don't know. I think it's my internet connection because like on and off.
Okay. Respect. We're gonna jump into it. We're gonna get through these technical difficulties. We're gonna get through these technical difficulties.
Oh.
Wow. That's different. How you doing? How you doing, Uncle Wayne?
Hey, I'm doing real good, man. Doing real good.
I want to let the people know. I want to let the people know who you are and welcome you to the network and welcome you to the family.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
For everybody tuned in right now, we got Uncle Wayne on the line with us, coming out of a camp of Miss Iona Alexander. That's one of the great people that have been a part of our WBOKRadio.com family and our listening group. One of the people out there that spent a lot of time in this entertainment industry and works with some of the best and has blessed us with another artist that is one of the best in entertainment. Along with Uncle Wayne this evening, we're going to have Mr. Mose Stovall on as well. But we got the brother Uncle Wayne on right now. Uncle Wayne, let the folks know why the Beard Gang going so strong right now.
Somewhere there's a lady going out tonight. Somewhere there's a lady dancing in the spotlight. Oh, that's why.
Uncle Wayne.
Yeah.
See, you know, I'm cheesing right now because your music, your voice, your energy.
Yeah.
Just from what I picked up from you and like picked up from your music and like your bio and going into who you are as an individual and going through some of your project progresses and some of the projects that you've done, some of the people you've worked with, where you're at right now, and the things that you know what I'm saying, the things you've worked on to build yourself up. Man, I'm cheesing because I'm like, Luther, Luther. I hear that's Freddie with Luther right there in my ear right now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I appreciate that, man. I strive to be the best that I possibly can be, and I just use the talent that God has given me so that I can bless other people and bring joy to other people's lives. And I appreciate the compliment.
Uncle Wayne, let the folks know where you coming from. Let the folks know where they talking to you from right now, where they know, so they know what part of the country you in, what region you in, what's going on with you, what you do, who you are. This is your time.
Okay.
This is your platform.
All right. That's what's up. Well, let me start off by saying who I am. Earlier, you mentioned who I am. My name is Uncle Wayne, and I am the CEO of the Hithm and Bluez music group. And we're located right here in Ruston, Grambling, Louisiana, the north part of the boot. Thank y'all so much. A lot of times when I do interviews, I always forget about how I started in this music game. I started with a young man by the name of C. Lamont. We started under Cajun Season Entertainment, and then he and I both started the Hithm and Bluez music group. And he is now doing his own thing out in Southern Soul as well. So y'all look up for Christopher Lamont out there as well. I always like to plug him in because without him, I would not be able to do this music that I'm doing right now. And I am from Saline, Louisiana. And I always like to plug that in as well because I'm a country boy. And that's all that's
Hey, look, I did PODC in Fort Polk.
Okay.
I used to go when I was living in Texas. My mom and dad, we used to drive up in the Shreveport to go get crawdads and catfish.
That's what's up. That's where I was born. I was born in Shreveport. My family on my dad's side, my dad and my family over there in Shreveport, the Morris family. So I like to give them a shout out as well. Oh man, you familiar with Louisiana?
You said Louisiana. Why are you saying that? See, Uncle Wayne trying to talk proper because he on the interview. You know how it's Louisiana.
Yeah, a lot of people say Louisiana. Yeah, Louisiana. Yeah. Hey, we got a city called Natchitoches. They call that Natchitoches. You know, my old folks used to call it Natchitoches. You know, so we call Shreveport Sweetpoke.
Louisiana.
Sweetpoke. That's it. Hey, you tough, man. Hey, you all right.
That's why you was talking about the music group. In my head, in my head, when you said that, I was automatically on, oh, he must be talking about them Louisiana bag boys, them crab boy bag. And Louisiana, you get them all over the world, but Louisiana got the bag. Louisiana got that little box. It looked like the dang the circus crackers, animal crackers, but it's that Louisiana crab boy box. That joint in there with them crabs and them shrimp and them dang crawl, but it ain't gonna be the same.
It ain't gonna be the same
in your life.
Hey, if you got a pot of neck bone, put about a tablespoon of that crab oil in there.
Just a little bit for the neck bone. Just a little bit though. You don't need the whole bag. Just a little bit in there.
Just a little bit, man. You talking? What you talking about? How much you? Well, I'm telling you, boy, you all right by me. Watch out there, watch out there now.
So I wanted to say, like, in listening to your music before being introduced to you, very which makes a lot of sense for the person you are, like getting to see who you are as a person, and I'm glad that you're relaxed with this. You know what I'm saying? But very soulful, like I said, like that Luther vibe, that Freddie Jackson vibe. Like it was refreshing to hear that people are still making music from the era where stars were stars.
Exactly, man.
You know what I'm saying? Where people were famous for 30 years and for their whole life, not just for a year or two. You know, right. I could tell that in the spirit of your music, and I just gotta say, you got something with you.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, I appreciate the energy that you all are giving me right now, man. I appreciate the compliments.
Something happened past the windpipe to the chalice and get some vocal cords and
yeah. And I take pride in that, man. I actually study music. I started out in music, and I want to get to this part since you brought that part up. I started out, when I was 4 years old. I started singing. I sang. I always sang, and it was about when I was 11. We had a community choir, as you've seen in my bio. Had a community choir which was led by Reverend Steve and Reverend Al Harris, and they took me under their wing. They were young at the time. I was like 11. They must have been college age at the time, and they took me under their wing up and through high school. And once I got to Grambling State University, I started singing with when I played basketball after my 4 years of basketball. I started singing with the Strong Tower Gospel Chorale under the leadership of Dr. Fred Pinckney, who really gave me the confidence in the vocal lessons, the vocal teachings. And that's where I really got the confidence to do what I'm doing now. And I take pride in really, having the vocals, the harmony, and having everything all together. But I also take pride in being a soul singer and having that feeling, when it comes out. Sometimes you might hear a note that you're like, oh, I can't believe he tried it. No, that's just, hey, I left that in there because I had a certain feeling. Sometimes it's about the feeling. I study, artists like, you talked about Luther. Luther and Freddie, those were some of my idols growing up.
I can tell.
But as time passed, I kind of like Al Green and Johnny Taylor.
Yes, sir.
Hey, baby. You know what I mean? So, I wanted to bring that out, man. I'm glad that you noticed that. And also, if you allow me, go ahead.
Without getting too personal, Thanksgiving just passed, and things for some people, they have a moderate family. Some people, they have a large family. Now, you being down there in the South, being around Louisiana, because I ain't even gonna go into because when it comes to the HBCUs, I do shows at Howard Theater during Howard Homecoming when it's Stomp Yard Week and everything. But being down there at Grambling, you know what I'm saying? That's being an alumni of that university. It's something that when you start talking about your music education and the guidance for yourself, I know it was sincere. I know that it was rooted in you, that you do have this, young man. You got this. You're going to do all right. Just stay rooted and do what you're taught. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right.
So for yourself, like Thanksgiving just passing, so like huge family or modest family?
Well, basically, here in this part of Louisiana, like I said, on my dad's side, it's a huge family. And I don't get a chance to spend much time with them in my old age as I did when I was a child. There's a huge family in Shreveport, man. You go to Shreveport, you ask about the Morrises, they're probably my kinfolk. Now down here in where I'm from, Saline, in this area, Jonesboro, Grambling, Ruston, it's a small family. But most of the time on the holidays, I really spend most of my time to myself. I really do. I'm not a holiday type person. You know, I have nephews and nieces. For Christmas, I make sure that they have what they need. But other than that, you know, I really keep to myself, man.
So, having a blessed voice in the soul and R&B world didn't lead you towards temptation, the things that come upon a brother with such talents as yourself.
You know what, man? I'm gonna tell you, if God had given me, I didn't start recording until 2005. After I'd been where I worked, graduated, started teaching and coaching, and after I lost my position teaching and coaching, that's when I got into the music. So probably back when I was 25, I probably would have had a lot of problems, you know, with that. But now that I'm older and getting older, it doesn't bother me as much. You know, my main focus is right now just on, you know, trying to better myself and my craft and blessing others with this wonderful gift that God has given me. But, you know, the temptations are out there still, but, you know, being more mature, it doesn't faze me as much.
I tell people, because like for myself, you know, when you got a strong beard game nowadays, and you know what I'm saying, and you out here in this entertainment world, and you got this talent with you, and you got this momentum with you, and you carry blessings with you. You know, some people, they like, Yogi, how you keep things so calm? Like you ain't got a whole bunch of madness going on with you. I'm like, I didn't know that this was cute. I didn't know
exactly.
I didn't know this was popular.
Exactly. We just started doing it. Yeah.
Some people did this. Hey, I've been this way for a minute now. It's popular. I don't know how to receive that. You know what I'm saying? But I want to take a second, Uncle Wayne, and I want to introduce a brother that just came on with a brother that's a part of this broadcast this evening. We got Mr. Mose Stovall on with us right now, a fellow brother out of that Iona Alexander music. What's going on with you, brother? Say what's up to the people, man.
Man, it's all good, man. I want to say good evening to everybody. Wayne, what's happening, my brother?
Hey, Mo, what you doing, baby?
Man, it's good. It's good, man. I'm just hanging out, man. Hanging out, getting ready to, grace that stage like we do on the frequent, man. And just glad to be alive, man. All is well, man.
Hey, good to see you. Good to see you.
That's what it do. Hey, Brother Mose, I want you to say what's up to my beautiful co-host, Marlene Bamasita, down there in Tampa, Florida. She on here with us, too. Say
Marlene, what's good? What's good, Marlene? How you doing down there in Tampa, baby? I didn't hear her. I know she tried to respond to me. I didn't hear her.
Her sound going mad crazy for her right now. We can see it.
Yeah, I see her.
Yeah, problem.
But hey, man, it's all good. You know, I want to send some love to Tampa. I got a bunch of Stovalls down in Tampa, some first cousins, man. So Tampa's like another home for me, man.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm up here in the DMV, in the DC, Maryland, Virginia region of the country.
Yeah.
Dig that. They playing that Born Alabama up there, man.
A little different.
And we got some cool weather, so it's feeling really good.
I heard Miss Music say something about some cool weather.
In Tampa, yeah, they looking for a cold front to come through there. I saw that on the news earlier, so they're gonna get a cold front. We got one coming through all the states right now, man, from north to south.
I just don't like it. Like I'm a San Diego kid. I live out here on the East Coast now. I've been out here for a minute, and I don't like cold. Like I was born in the summer in Southern California, so when I see snow, it's cool to look at. It's cool to look at. Just don't touch me.
It never rains in Southern California. I know that's real. It's cool, man.
It keep you brown all year round.
I got you, baby. I got you, man. I got you. That's a good deal.
Mr. Stovall, why don't you let the people know what part of the country you're tuning into us from?
Yeah, I'm from Birmingham, Alabama, y'all, and I want to give a shout out to everybody that's tuned in right now. And I call myself an R&B soul artist. Don't really deal with just being a Southern soul artist. That's a label. That's something they put on us. But the music is branded Southern soul. But I'm an R&B soul artist, and man, I just love sharing my gift. That's what it's about for me.
Same thing Uncle Wayne was saying, but I will say this, man. From all the different parts of the country and different parts of the globe that I've been to with music and carrying music with me, there is a distinction when you can tell you can just tell when an artist is from the South.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. We represent where we're from just through opening our mouths, and that's why you're able to pick it out. You know, sometimes a guy can be from the Midwest, and you not know where he's from, man. But we're kind of branded just through the way we talk, the way we feel, you know, the way we share our gift. It's a whole different thing, and the aspect of our mannerism, man, is different. You know, even if you're trying to be hard as a Southern guy, it still come out, you know, that you're Southern, man. That's just no way around it.
That's right.
That's something I tell the youngins up here about with the differences going on with our culture, and the differences, you know, the things that people are starting to pay more attention to and all is, you know, I come from a time where you said yes, sir, you said yes, ma'am, you held the door for people, you said
exactly,
you said hello, you said what's up to your neighbor, you know, and it's like, you know, if you say hello to somebody, they look at you like you're crazy.
Exactly,
like,
man.
Where I live, and I'm like, hey, good morning, brother. They're like, what's wrong with him? I'm like, what you want? They're like, nothing. I was just saying good morning. Like,
yeah, just being hospitable. And there's nothing wrong with having some hospitality, man. I greet people with sweetie and baby, and they not my sweetie or baby. I just greet them that way, you know. That's just who I am as a man. It's my gentle side, but I love everybody, be it man or woman. I'm straight as they come, baby, you know. But I love everybody, so it's gonna show through when I talk. You know, it comes out.
That's right. That's right. And I'm the same way, Mose. I grew up around my grandma and grandpa.
Yeah, my grandmother raised me too, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah, thank you.
Exactly.
You're welcome. And that's another thing that's lost. Thank you and you're welcome. It's lost in our art, in our culture. We need to get back to that. Just being polite.
Definitely, man.
Respect. You know how often for some of the people that I associate with, I can't even say it, like the people that I consider my friends, like I consider like my friend family.
You're welcome. Yeah.
You know, like the people that we've been friends for 20 plus years, and they're family to me. Is we got into a discussion, and we currently got into like a cycle where we tell each other how much we appreciate each other.
Correct.
Like, we don't just wait for holidays just randomly when we hanging out. I'm like, hey man, you know, I appreciate you, man. You know, I appreciate you being my friend. I appreciate you being my homeboy. And they're like, man, what's wrong with you? Something going on? It's like, nah, man, I don't say it to you. I don't say it to you. You know?
Well, that needs to be a disease, man. If that spreads throughout the family, then it spills over to the kids, and then, you know, it just goes on, and it's needed. These kids are lost, man. They don't respect anything because no love is on top of it, you know? We love them with material things. We give them the money and gifts and cars and let them talk to us any kind of way after giving them to us. You know, in the time I grew up, man, my grandmother would knock your head across the street, you know, but just for looking wrong. So we need to get back to the roots of, man, where we come from. You know, the grandmothers can't raise these kids anymore, you know, because these kids are on a whole nother level. The parents are not raising them. I call it raising yourself now. These kids raise themselves, man.
That's right.
I got homeboys that are grandfathers, right? Like they have children that are of age, that have had children, and and they looking at me, and I'm sitting there like, they're like, hey, what's going on with you, Yogi? Like, let's go out, let's go do this week, let's go out of town. I'm like, man, my daughter. They're like, well, your daughter, she good, right? I'm like, my daughter ain't even 2 yet. We're the same age, but you got grandkids, you know what I'm saying? But I got I got under a 2-year-old. My daughter's 17 months. But because when I was younger, my mama, my grandma, my grandma neighbor, the neighbor next door would have beat my butt.
Yes, sir.
I was out here being fast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The whoopings multiplied, man. They multiplied. You were in trouble by everybody. Nobody's scared of anybody. No respect anymore.
That's right. Yeah, that's how I grew up too, big dog. I grew up, the neighborhood raised me.
Yes, sir.
I'm like, drop my doggone phone, y'all. Well, I get back with you. Hold on, I just dropped.
Okay, Wayne dropped his pad, man. Did your co-host get back in? Did she come back in?
We could see her. We could see Miss Music. I think she's still working on her sound right now. But I wanted to go into one of the most difficult questions, I think, for artists that genre of music. There she is. Hi, babe. One of the questions I ask artists that have stuck with the same genre of music and gone through the paces between the ups and downs, because R&B and soul has gone through so much.
Correct.
It went through eras where it became more. trendy, more.
Get the damn microphone to work.
That's Miss Music. Yes, Miss Music. But for yourselves, what kept y'all like rooted into the same genre of music and creating the same type of music and growing the type of music that you all create and not bouncing into the trends that have helped other people gain faster momentum or gain popularity faster than some of the traditional, like the genres that you all are in, where it's a traditional R&B soul, like you have to sing. I don't need 15 people on stage with me. My talent is going to be the show. You know,
correct.
What's one of the things that have held you brothers and kept you brothers like rooted to that genre of music?
Well, for me, man, for me, the fans, man, and the consistency of me knowing what I need to do. I've dealt with the R&B stuff, worked with TLC and Andre 3000 and people like that, man. Was actually had a consignment deal with LaFace Records, but my lawyer peeped out the game, man, and we were going to be raped. So he said, man, you know, we're going to have to take the independent route because you can take this route and become this popular cat, but you're going to be broke. And I had a family to feed, man. So I opted out to go ahead and just work and then moonlight with my Southern soul, and it's paid off, man. You know, I'm actually in the Hall of Fame now. I got inducted into the Hall of Fame out of San Diego, California, believe it or not. It was about a month and a half ago, and I want to thank Jim and Charnette for putting me in, and Jonathan Nathan, man, all the people that were responsible for looking at my work, my line of work, my build up, but consistency, man. Once I got in it, I saw how the fans received me, and I said, hey, let's take a ride. And it's been a good ride, man, getting better and better. I'm getting ready to drop the Hall of Fame CD next year. I just dropped the Bill Collector CD. You can get it, you know, CD Baby and all your online, you know, places like that, iTunes, different places like that. But I'm looking forward to this Hall of Fame CD, man. I've got some great stuff in works, man. Me and my brother Stan Mosley, you know, he's opened up his eyes to me. So we're gonna do some things, man. But I'm 5 songs deep onto the Hall of Fame CD, man. So I'm looking forward to doing that. And my dad, man, my dad's a bad boy, man. He sings too. And we getting ready to do a Mose to Mose project, man, where we're doing our 5 covers and 5 original tunes hot. And we already did the covers. We got the 5 covers knocked out. So we're getting ready to work on the 5 originals, man. And so I'll be having 2 projects out at one time, Mose to Mose with my pops, and then the Hall of Fame CD, man. So I'm looking forward to just satisfying the quench that the fans have, man. They look forward to me making this music, and I look forward to giving it to them, man.
That's right. That's right.
Uncle Wayne, what would you say about that? Like, what's kept you driven on the genre of music that you create, boss?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I started out. I'm hard-headed. I think hard-headedness is probably one of the. You know, when I started out of heartbreak. You know, I broke and I had a girlfriend or fiance that I loved a lot, and we just didn't make it. So that's what started me to singing. You know, I started singing about her. Most of my songs in the early days were about her, and a lot of them I hadn't even put out yet. But most of all, you know, just like Mose says, I don't consider myself to be a Southern soul artist, but I am glad about Southern soul because it gives us a platform to be able to get out here and go underground and do the things that we feel and the way that we feel it. You know, I call my music Hithm and Bluez. Of music, you hear the first the volume 1 version of the birth of Hithm and Bluez. Volume 1, it's an eclectic album. It has different genres of music, and the volume 2 will be much of the same, but a lot funkier and a lot more soulful, which is what I'm working on right now. Yeah. And somewhere will be is starting that album off. But hard-headedness, man. I'm just hard-headed. I hear things in the way I hear it and the way I see it, and I just go for it because I believe sometimes, you know, God helps you to see certain things in a certain light and wants you to do certain things in a different way. And sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. But it's the way I feel, man. I just feel it. When I feel it, I do it. And that's what Hithm and Bluez is, just doing what you feel, baby.
Well, I would say,
and hoping that it goes across the way I feel it.
I would say with like in the answers, in the mass of the answers given by Uncle Wayne and Mr. Stovall, that I think that's what a lot of us in the entertainment industry feel is like you have to have a sense of hard-headedness to continue, because it's like I say to people, they're like, you're not upset that that the people that say that they rock with you, that they didn't come to your show. And I tell people it's not their job to. It's not. This is my goal. These are my goals. These are my dreams. I said I'm going to go do this. I don't. It's not your job as my friend to show up to my shows. You know, it's not what you choose to do with yourself. You don't feel the same way about entertainment. You don't feel the same way about performing as I do, and that's fine. That's cool. But my job, and you all being my family, you all being my friends, is to do a good job. And to, as we used to say, I'm not here to meet a standard. I'm here to beat a standard.
Correct. Right. Correct.
And you have to have that hard-headedness with you, because there's the people that are going to tell you, oh, you know.
Oh, yeah.
It's too hard. It's too difficult. You're not going to make it. You know, like, don't give too much of yourself to this, because when things don't go your way, I don't want your feelings to get hurt or you to be discouraged or feel deflated as a man or as a person. You're like, well, I don't care. This is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to keep doing it. You know, I'm going to keep doing it. You know, some people, it's like I put it in an aspect of some people, they view success as gaining any money. Like if they put it monetarily, it's like if I make any money off of music, I'll be happy. I'll feel accomplished. And then they get $1 and they're like, well, I'm saying $1 ain't really much, but they're forgetting what they said when that dollar wasn't there.
That's right.
You know, once that dollar hits, it lets you know I can monetize this. Okay, if I can make $1 off of it, I know I can do this off of it if that's my goals. But in having the drive to stay in entertainment and not to compete, but to be in entertainment and have the fortitude, as I put it, to say it's not going to be easy. It's going to be difficult. There's going to be times where it's going to suck. I'm going to doubt myself. But as long as I continue doing what I'm doing, I'll be all right. And I'll feel good about what I do with myself. I'll feel good about my projects and about my progress. But we're getting a little, we're getting a little too, you know, I still got a little bit of that turkey in me right now. You know what I'm saying?
Believe it or not, I didn't have no turkey, man. I ate a taco salad for Thanksgiving, but I didn't want no turkey, and I love turkey. But check this out. Going back to what you just said about dreaming, man. See, we as dreamers, man, we can't let anybody dream for us because it's your dream. So if you follow your dreams, your followers will follow you, see? And those that don't, they're going to hate. And then you need them to help your dreams become reality anyway. So that's how I live mine, man. I let the haters hate, and the ones that love it, I allow them to be right there with me, and we keep it pushing, you know?
Well, we've been doing a whole bunch of, I like to say, gum bumping. We've been doing a whole bunch of gum bumping, and I believe the people deserve to hear some of the music that these brothers have out here in the world.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
And I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna do one back to back. That way we don't, because I'll talk us through this whole thing. I promise they'll be mad. They'll be talking about me in the blog. They'll be like, "Yo, you done talked through the whole thing. We didn't hear their music. This is not what I signed up for." But we're gonna start off with the first brother that joined us in the conversation in the broadcast. The brother Uncle Wayne out there out of Louisiana. I'm gonna say Louisiana. Yeah, the brother. And I want to give to Uncle Wayne the track that he was singing for us earlier, but this Jones Somewhere. This is Somewhere by Uncle Wayne, live on WBOKRadio.com on the Encore Live Show. This is a worldwide premiere. Hey, yo, shout out to all 50 states tuned in right now. Shout out to the 36 plus countries tuned into the broadcast right now. You know we love you. You know we sure appreciate you. Welcome, Uncle Wayne, and welcome, Mr. Stovall, to the WBOKRadio.com family, to the Encore Live family. We're going to go live into it. Hey, yo, it's about to get live. Hey, post-Thanksgiving, chilling with the family, getting them vibes in. You're going to love this.
Get together. Tonight's been the talk of the town. Just bought you some new stilettos. Don't dance till they shut it down. Told your friends and family if they want to talk, they can text you. When you're looking good and smelling good, ain't nothing they can tell you. Somewhere there's a lady out tonight. Somewhere there's a lady dancing with starlight. I see you dancing like you're in the mirror when you were getting dressed before you came. Today must be your birthday, cause everybody calling out your name. You got your hair done up, your nails look nice, and girl, you turning me on. Baby, do your dance tonight, your night, like every song's your favorite song. Somewhere there's a lady going out tonight. Somewhere there's a lady dancing in the spotlight. Somewhere there's a lady going out tonight. Somewhere there's a lady dancing in the spotlight. Somewhere over the rainbow, you might find a pot of gold. But tonight out on the dance floor, there's a lady who's in control. In the night, I say, she done paid up all her bills. So Alice can stay. The music stops because she can't sit still. Somewhere there's a lady outside. Somewhere there's a big fat lady dancing in the spotlight. Somewhere there's a lady.
Oh yeah. Uncle Wayne giving it to y'all. Hey, we're gonna back that right up with Bill Collected by Mr. Mose Stovall. Mr. Stovall, y'all already know what to do. This is WBOKRadio.com, the Encore Live Show. This is that polish up your Stacy's and make sure your slacks right music. That's what we're gonna go into right now. We're gonna get real grown. We're gonna get real grown post Thanksgiving. Let's go. Bill Collected.
I'm trying to get back. I'm trying to get back. I got the feels now, just can't scratch. I'm trying to get back. These Bill Collectors are on my back. These women telling me this and that. I'm trying to get back. I'm trying to get it back. It's where it's at. These 800 numbers I'm trying to be mad. They're giving me the worst times that I ever had. Not long ago, thought I knew. I'm trying to figure out just what to do. I got this feeling that I just can't scratch. I can't scratch. These Bill Collectors are on my back. They're on my back. They're telling me this and that. I'm trying to get it back where it's at. Oh, yeah. My girl said they want it today. These folks are so hard to please. They want to spend all my time and drop all my dimes. I'm telling you that ain't the way. I got this kid.
Scratch it, Joe.
These Bill Collectors are on my back. They're on my back. They're on my back. Need this and that. I'm trying to get it back where it's at. Oh, yeah.
This car may be monitored as well as permanent. This is all now. When
I told you I was gonna bring your money. You what? I need you to bring me some money. I tell you what. When I got this feeling that I just can't scratch. These bill collectors are on my back. They're on my back. They're telling me this and that. I'm telling you that's where it is at. These bill collectors are on my back. These bill collectors are on my back. Hello? These bill collectors. What do you want? I don't know why you want me. We on the down play break. Don't pay. When you go ahead and select your cheese, best way you can, see, because I'm tired of trying to rob you with the big ball. I ain't got no money to give y'all. These bill collectors are on my back. These bill collectors. These bill collectors. These bill collectors. These bill collectors are on my back.
Yeah.
I like that.
I got this kid that I just can't scratch. These bill collectors are on my back. These women telling me this and that. I'm trying to get it back where it's at. I got this itch that I just can't scratch.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, man. Appreciate that, Wayne.
Oh my.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man.
Oh my.
I got it. Believe it or not, man, when I wrote that song, I went in the studio and left my phone charger in the car. He had already made that track. I was supposed to say something else on the track. When I was walking to the car, I kept saying, I started singing that hook. I went back in the studio and wrote that song in about 10 minutes.
So hold on. You and Uncle Wayne work together?
Well, not me and Wayne. We have done a show together, and we got some other stuff on the horizon, believe it. But what I'm saying, when I went in the studio, the producer already had that track ready. And I was supposed to do a totally different song. And that whole idea came to me up in 5 steps going back to the car, man. Yeah, so that's how any song that I write that I feel like is a hit, I write it in less than 5 or 10 minutes. It just goes, it's a gift, man. It's a gift.
Well, see, I want to go into Uncle Wayne's track too, because that jump right there was all I can say is like it just got me. It's like okay, it's like see, like I say this all the time. Like Mr. Mitchell, like HNIC Mitchell, he's very good at what he does. That's why he's the boss.
Yeah.
But if this music ain't some post Thanksgiving when you chilling with the family after Black Friday and everybody together around and all the madness going, this is the music that should be filling the houses right now.
Correct.
In between Mr. Stovall's music and Uncle Wayne's music, that's the music that gives you that feel good.
Yeah, that's what we do it for, Wayne. Right? We make it's to make people feel good, man. We want to touch. Why it's called soul music, man. It's supposed to get in your soul. Exactly. Make that hair stand up on the back of your neck, man.
You can't say that. Both y'all bald. You done cut all hair off the back of your neck. Stop playing with me. You know we can see you.
Look, I still have to shave that hair on the back of my neck. You see I got it all up. Look, let's take some of this and put it back.
That's right. But Big Dog, with outlets like this, with WBOKRADIO and other outlets like Moses' affiliation with his radio station, these different outlets, we can get the music out there and get the real music out there. And I'm not being arrogant when I say it. Just get the real stuff out there.
Correct.
Just so that we can all enjoy music and not just be like like how you go to church and the kids choirs up and they singing all out of tune, but you just instead of doing that, instead of really genuinely enjoying the music,
correct,
just the show,
correct. All that commercial stuff, man. All that what they call commercial.
Right.
Ours is commercial. I was just commercial because it's real, man. And that's not arrogant. That's real talk.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
let's keep it moving, Mr. Mitchell. Go on, get to that Uncle Wayne, man.
I say it's the difference between when somebody say they gonna make you cornbread and they go grab a box of Jiffy and the person that go grab the bag of cornmeal.
I got you, baby. I got you. Made from scratch, man.
Good comparison. Great comparison.
And you know, most R&B commercial songs, there's a team of people that put that stuff together. This Southern Soul stuff, there's usually a producer and a writer, man, with the artist being probably the writer. And some of the artists and producers are the same, you know, but usually you got one or two people in the room and you get all these songs from that, man.
That's amazing.
Let me ask Uncle Wayne first, and I'll ask you, and I want the same. It'll be the same question. But Uncle Wayne, like, what were some of your musical influences coming up? Like, as a young man, for you as a young man coming up, what were some of your musical influences and what you believe are some of the influences that put you into the position that you're at now to create the music that you create now?
Well, like I always tell people, I was born in 1974. So I grew up.
I remember when I was your age.
You know, growing up, we had all the music. We had the Down and Dirty Blues with Muddy Waters and Lil Milton and all of that kind of stuff, and B.B. King and all
the Grover Washington Band.
Exactly. Some of the artists I don't even know. You know, there's a lot of artists out there I don't even know. And then we came up through the soul and the funk, and then we got to the R&B era, the hip hop. You know, we came up through all of that, and so I like all of that, and I pull all of that into my music. And you got artists like, just like I mentioned before, Al Green, Johnny Taylor are some of my favorite artists. You know, the soul. You know, the soul. They had such soul and such gifted voices, and you know, you could get on, like you said, the Freddys and the Luthers. You know, I listened to them. Rick James, Lakeside, Maze, Frankie, Beverly. Then you get on, you get on to, you know, artists like Drew Hill, Boys to Men, the R&B cats, R. Kelly. You know, I take a little bit from everybody, even rap artists, Tupac, Biggie, some of the ones that we don't talk about much no more. Nas, I don't rap.
Yogi 1AO, you know, them kind of guys, you know.
Clarence Carter.
Clarence Carter.
You know,
Marvin Cease, you know what I mean? So I mean, hey, the Candy Liquor. I was 15 when that song came out, and I was. Oh man, I'm sorry. This is a family show. I can't.
You can say whatever you feel.
Yeah. Appreciate it, but she got to get back.
Hey,
okay.
Let's just put it this way: when he started talking about licking candy, I didn't feel so inadequate anymore.
He said that though.
It's a top. It's a Tootsie Roll Pop, so you know it's not any ordinary one. Back in the days, the old school.
There she goes.
You know?
Now we got Miss Music
live
with
in
us.
effect.
Now we hear Miss Music live. Now you with us, baby. And she go. And her sound will come right in when you talk about lollipops.
Yeah,
that's
right.
Yeah,
go lick it like a lollipop. Got my little Wayne on today.
Y'all wow.
I don't even want to say how many times I've restarted, rebooted, and whatever, but I am here, people.
Amen.
But for yourself too, Brother Stovall, like what were some of the musical influences with you coming up?
Well, believe it or not, man, like I said, my dad's been an entertainer my whole life, and he took me to one of his shows when I was 3 or 4. In my pajamas, man. He said he looked down at me. You know, most kids up running around being 3 or 4. He said I was sitting in that chair like glue was on my behind, man. He said I was studying. He got a group of 4 or 5 guys. He said I was studying everything everybody did. And I grew up, my dad and my mom, they separated and divorced. But my mom continued to have talent shows in the neighborhood. So I'm influenced, man, by the whole idea of just being an entertainer, man. You know, I love music. James Brown, Nat King Cole, you know, them type of guys. Then Johnny Taylor, you know, guys that can really croon, Tyrone Davis. And then, man, you know, when I do a show, if you close your eyes, you think Luther Vandross should step back in the building, man. That's kind of artist I am, you know. I sing, I'm a balladeer, man. I lay it down. I wouldn't say that because Luther's a hard act to follow, But man, I take some Luther and flip it twice, bro, and then sing it, you know. So, you know, just the whole aspect of being an entertainer, man. That's what I love about it, man. I've never been starstruck, but I love being an entertainer, man.
You know, people ask me that a lot with our job about like with hosting and everything, and then with still being an entertainer, a songwriter myself, and performing myself. They're like, man, you've had some really crazy people like on your, like you've been able to sit down and talk to like some really famous people, some very influential people. And they're like, you don't ever get starstruck? I'm like, well, I get starstruck every time I look in the mirror.
Bingo. Bingo.
I'm amazed at what I've done with myself. I'm amazed that I'm in the position that I'm in. I'm amazed that people believe in me enough to accept to have me in the positions. So I do get starstruck, but I get starstruck myself. But it's not to be arrogant or cocky, but it's like I remember a time like in our age group, like I said before, where when people were famous, they were famous.
Exactly.
People weren't famous for a year or two. Like Aretha is still famous.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like Sade, still famous.
Patti LaBelle,
still famous. When we were kids, they were famous, but they're still famous. We didn't expect, when we thought about, as a child, when I thought about being famous or being an entertainer or singing or anything else like that, or dancing, you know, beatbox battles, everything else like that, I never thought about being as famous as Patti or Aretha or Michael Jackson because fame meant something different back then. And that's part of what I think, you know, some folk, we understood that it was work. Like, what you want to be famous for right now, for this year, or you ready to do the work to be famous? Because now you famous, now this is your life.
Correct.
Now you got to go on tours and you got to continue being who you are. I never thought about it that way. I just always thought like, man, if I ever got to, as a kid, I was like, man, if I ever got to, when I would see like Babyface perform, when I would see Cameo perform, when I would see Prince perform, when I would see like the Beach Boys, when I like a lot of live music as a child, when I would see like all these people perform, the Big Daddy Kanes and everybody, as a kid sitting there with my aunties where I shouldn't have been at the concert. You talking about in pajamas? I'm talking about the pajamas with the feet in them.
Me too, bro. The whole thing. The onesie. The whole onesie.
The bouncers would let me in because I was with an adult. You know,
correct.
And I'm sitting there watching like Prince. I'm watching Morris Day and the Time. I'm watching LL. I'm watching like the greats in entertainment who, as a child, I knew they were famous. They were big to me. They were so big to me. I didn't believe that so many people would come to watch this one person.
Mm-hmm. It happens.
But then I was like, man, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I have the responsibility in me to hold that responsibility. You know, I don't know if that's who I am. It'd be great. Everybody thinks that they want it, but like for yourselves, that hashtag still famous. When you put out work that you believe in, so that it doesn't just last for right now, and people don't just like it today because it's on WBOKRadio.com and the On-Call Live show.
Yes, sir.
Y'all saw how I slid that plug right in there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm good at this. I swear to God, I should get a job hosting radio or something.
Keep pushing, man. Keep pushing. Keep pushing, man.
But the still famous, like for ourselves, like for yourselves, for your brother, like for you, Uncle Wayne, and for yourself, Mr. Stovall. It's like the music that you create is to when you're not here anymore. People can still live with you. People can still go your ups, your downs, when you're happy, when you're sad, when you're feeling loving, when you're feeling aggressive, when you're feeling assertive. They can play your music.
Yeah,
they can look at how other people respond to your what the music that you all created and still live with you.
Correct. Correct. You leave your legacy, man, and that's real important. And I don't even take it lightly that I get to do this, man. Like I said, being able to share my gift with people, man, come on, man. That's something almost unreal. You got so many people that dream but never pursue it, never even, accomplish singing in a talent show, let alone recording a song. I hear people all the time, I can sing. I said, well, come on, try one. No. Okay. So,
fortitude.
You're right, but you're right. You're right, man. And for me, I'm a blessed brother, man. You know, I sing. Not only do I get to do my own thing, man, I tour with the Golden Sounds of Platters. I get to go. I leave February the 5th, man. I'll be in Singapore, the Philippines, Malaysia, India.
So then you're gonna be over there. One of the brothers that's tuned in us right now, part of WBOK fam, Sean Rivera from As Yet. He live in Singapore, so you'll be over there in his part of town. He'll probably be there. He'll probably be there,
man. February the 5th, man.
I'm just saying how it worked, but
yeah, exactly.
He's probably gonna be at that show.
Exactly. Well, this is my 11th year, man, touring overseas, taking that airplane flight, 25 hours to get where I'm going. And people say all the time, you know, how can you get on an airplane? I said, I walk on it, and it takes me to work, you know. So I'm not afraid to get on an airplane. So I'm still chasing my dreams, you know. And the dream is never dead. I'm always hungry, man. You know, people say, you made it. No, I ain't made nothing. I'm trying to make it. You know, I'm still working on what I got to work on.
Hey, so now hold on now, because you get this, and I OG, I do not mean to correct you, but it's something.
Go ahead.
Like it's me, like Young Original Gangster Imperial. I wouldn't be me if I didn't do this. I do not like anybody having that word "try" coming out their mouth. Try is a defeatist word. It means you've already.
You're right.
What will happen if you do not accomplish the goal set before you? We work
at. You're right, but that try that I'm talking about is never die. You keep trying. You know, you never stop. That's what I mean by it. My try has no fail in it, but I never stop trying to be the best I am. That's all I mean.
Put drill song hand on you, pride.
You got to keep trying, baby. You fall down, you got to get back up, man. So, and you said something like that earlier. You know, you fall, you got to keep moving. So you have to keep reaching and keep plugging. You know, that's what it's all about.
Uncle Wayne, I want to ask you, like sitting here listening to myself rambling on, and sitting here listening to Brother Stovall speak about like how we feel about everything. Like for yourself, what do you feel? What do you feel is like one of the most important things for yourself, Uncle Wayne, in this peer group of entertainment? What do you feel like the pressures that you may feel, or the reliefs that you may feel about being in this peer group of entertainers that are on the platform that we all are on, not just WBOK, but just in general, like our blessings, our opportunities to perform and put music out and still have sustenance and hashtag still famous.
About what you were talking about earlier about kind of like getting flowers while you're living. You said something to the point of we do this and we don't know where we're going. Sometimes you don't get the accolades or the respect that you feel like you deserve. I think about my grandma all the time. She went to church every Sunday and every Wednesday and tried to treat everybody right, you know, as much as she could, and gave all that she had. And sometimes I would look and I'd be like, dang, we still broke, we still poor, you know, we still don't have nothing. I mean, what is going on here? You know, but I thought about it, you know, a lot of years before she passed, and I used to always say, well, you know, her reward is not here on earth. Her reward would be given in heaven. Sometimes we do this thing, we don't know when our reward is going to come, and we don't do it for just rewards that you can see or tangible things that you can see, hoping that you can someday make a living from doing it and be able to live from doing it, because you can do more of it if you can make a living from it. But I think it's important that you do the best that you can, no matter what, and let the chips fall where they may, you know, because once you do that, then God will take you the rest of the way. You know, it's kind of like that footprints in the sand. You know, sometimes you're looking and you don't know how you're making it, but you look at them footprints in the sand, and there's Jesus toting you the whole way there. So I think it's important just to put your best foot forward, and that builds character.
And I think,
without me just to keep on rambling,
I think that's a big part of what's been a pause in the development of the young men that have been coming up these days. And when we speak about music is very much important.
It is.
Music is very much important. The image of the people that create music and gain momentum and success in the industry and entertainment, it's very much important, because we have a lot of these young men. Now, Miss Music, like, I'm gonna stop talking for me, because, you know, right now we doing like the whole bromance thing. We're doing the whole bromance thing. Me, Uncle Wayne, and Mr. Stovall, we sitting here doing the bromance thing, and Miss Music sitting there like, I am a woman listening to some good R&B. I think I have something to say, Yogi. Stop it, Yogi. You talk too much, homeboy. But
let's get it.
I just wanted to say before I pass it over to Miss Music that I do think that it's important. I think it's important not just what we do to gain our momentum, but what we do once we have that momentum, I think that it does transcend. Because like we're talking about in our upbringing, in our time coming up, the still famous, the people that were famous and that are still famous to this day, adverse to like how some of these youngins, they only aspire to be popular. Where I tell people, they're like, yo, what do you want from all this? I'm like, well, I've been popular since I was knee high. You know, prosperity is my goal.
Correct.
If popularity so happens to be on the path of my prosperity, then hey, I'll be popular. Let's have fun. Let's rock out. Let's have a good time. But my goal is focused on prosperity. And a lot of these youngins, they don't even understand what prosperity is. They aspire to run a block when they can't even own that city block.
That's right. That's right.
Instead of owning who they are and making who they are something profitable for themselves so they can pass something down. You know, that's what that's a whole different blog. That's a whole different thing I do. That's a whole different show when I get to my motivational speaking, when I talk about like owning the position that you are in life to make that something more than just what you can gain from it, but what you can pass down to others that have never met you, so that they may be able to find a piece of motivation to do well with themselves as well, given circumstances that are favorable.
That's right. That's right.
Okay. Now I'm gonna shut up. And I'm gonna let the lady of WBOKRadio.com with the Encore Live Show talk to you young gentlemen. And I'm gonna let you now I'm telling you, y'all be careful with Miss Music. She gonna pump you up. Get him, Miss Music.
I can die, girl. I just, they grew up in a time when I was growing up. 74. I was born in 74 too. So
Brother Stovall, you with us?
Again?
Let's making sure Brother Stovall we can hear Brother Stovall. I apologize, Miss Music. I'm just trying to make sure you good.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can. Okay.
Okay.
Now Yogi One AO is gonna shut up. Go, Miss Music.
They grew up in the era that I grew up in. They grew up with, all the phases that we went through in music. And then we had our parents who were introducing us to their jams the days that were hot. So we would go different places and hear different things. So I really have a respect though for that I grew up in, because like he said, we got to see things change and develop, and how R&B came out and hip hop came out, and we seen Michael Jackson, grow into a man. I mean, we seen LL Cool J grow from a boy to a man. We seen Pac start off, we seen it to the end of their days. And it's just like, we've seen it change so much in the period that we got brought in on, and the way we were raised. Like you say, it takes a whole village to raise somebody. Well, we pretty much probably had the whole village up our Uranus, So, I mean, I could get whooped from my friend's mama.
Pluto.
I could get whooped from my friend's mama. You know what I mean? And we got whooped. We get whooped at home because our parents will be like, well, why you getting whooped over there? You must have done something wrong. So, we didn't grow up feeling entitled. And I think the generations now are growing up feeling entitled. And they're feeling, oh, well, if I do it just this way, how this person did it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make it big. And it just doesn't work that way. Everything has changed. But, if you get something that you feel you're good at and you keep persisting at it, like he said, and you try, I mean, all you got to do is apply yourself. Instead of try, I'm going to apply myself. If you apply yourself, you're going to get results. So if you just keep applying yourself to what you feel you're good at, and you're going to have some type of result. It may not pay off your bills, but it may bring you happiness in the long run. It may fill a void in you that nobody can fill. Amen. So, so it's just like, do whatever makes you happy. And if you got the money, or you got the resources to get out there and travel, just go do that. But I just think that what you're doing, still famous. No, once famous, always famous. So you need to change the little hashtag to always famous. And you are a legend because you grew up in the periods that you grew up with. I mean, we've seen everybody. Fabulous, Nas, Black Rob. I mean, you name it, Cisco. I mean, it just goes, the list goes on. Little Flip. I mean, it goes down the line. It trickles. Trick Daddy, Trina. You know, I mean, I'm talking MC Light. I'm talking, let's go way back. Modi in the middle. Like, I mean, Whitney Houston. I seen Whitney Houston start off as an artist that just started, and I've seen all her whole development since she was like 15 years old, you know? I mean, it's just like, that's a blessing, because a lot of people that are born now in this generation didn't get to experience that. All their experiences is what they're being fed now, and that's not music.
That's right.
It's just not music.
They're being fed you.
Exactly. But that's where we come in. That's where we gotta feed them. You know, we gotta stop feeding this little Wayne a lollipop.
I knew she was.
The Tootsie Roll is really good.
I knew she was gonna do it. She can't help herself. She's gonna drop gems and then just be like,
wild cherry lollipop.
But hey,
God, it's so good.
I wanna go into some more music. One of the things for you, like for the brothers that we have on right now, like we work to explain to artists whenever they come on that this is the time for not just for people to hear your music, not just for our listening audience to be able to experience your music, but to experience you all as individuals as well, to get some insight into the artists that are behind the music so they can love your music more, because they can see and tell who the music's coming from and why. And it usually works out pretty good. I mean, I'm not to toot our own horn, but WBOK, we do pretty dang on good, you know? And the artists that usually come on to our show are like brothers like yourself that bring a lot to the table, that bring a different perspective, that bring something else to the table than other people are bringing. And I wanna just take a minute and play some more music from you two brothers. So we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it back to back. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be a pause and me running my mouth, and y'all actually get to hear music on a radio show. Isn't that crazy to think about? We'll actually get to hear music on a radio show. Who would do that? Who would do that?
I don't know. It's WBOK Radio Show.
Well, we're gonna go into another track by Uncle Wayne. And hey, Uncle Wayne, I'm saying like 2-3 days a week at the gym. 2-3 days a week at the gym, because I'm saying, like, I mean, the bicep game is nothing to play with right now. I'm looking at the cover. I'm looking at the cover. I'm looking at the cover of the birth of Hithm and Bluez.
No, man, I need to hit the gym. That's the problem. I got a lot of excess weight in this middle part.
But look. Ladies and gentlemen, right here, live and direct, right here, because y'all know where we at. We on WBOKRadio.com. We on the Encore Live, so y'all know who y'all rocking with. This is Yogi One of the young original gangster imperial, the one and only. And as always, I'm joined by my beautiful co-host, Miss Music, the lyrical diva, down there in Tampa, Florida. This evening, we have Mr. Mose, Mr. Stovall with us. We also got Uncle Wayne with us. We got the South in the building. We got some soulful music coming to us, some grown folk music coming. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop running my mouth again, and I'm gonna play this next track by Uncle Wayne, followed by a track by Mr. Mose Stovall. Y'all gonna love it. Y'all gonna love it. WBOKRadio.com, the Encore Live Show. Let's get it.
Oh yeah. Somebody better get on to the house. You got it ugly. In the carpet, cause your foot might not be the size of the print. Working 2 and 3 times, trying to pay them. While you lay at home, getting good cheap bread from the guy outside. Another one next door. Only thing that down, that it helps you down. While you're doing the best, and she's doing you wrong. Patient in the groove on, can't leave alone. But don't take it from me. Here's what you want to do. Put your foot inside the footprint and see if it fits your shoe. Better check your footprints in the carpet, baby. Cause you put my knob inside. Better check your footprints in the carpet. Cause you put my knob inside. Running in them streets, running up the road. While your lady at home, going to disco. Boys are sure getting down, but every time they can hang, ain't no be getting mad. They just know what you ain't. While they doing that bad, they doing you wrong. Hey, she get the groove on, can't leave alone. But don't take it from me. Here's what you ought to do. Put your foot inside the footprint and see if it fits your shoes. Better check your footprints in the carpet, baby. Cause you put my knob inside. Better check your footprints in the carpet. Cause you put my knob inside. I say, lady, it's a two-way street that we're driving on. You better check your footprints too when you get home. Get it out of the club, you wanna be the show. While you're mad at the house, you're creeping on the low. You called your girlfriend and asked her for an alibi. She's smiling in your face, girlfriend, behind your back, she's giving up a pound. Girl, you're doing them bad, and she's doing you wrong. They just get that groove on, can't leave them alone. But don't take it from me, here's what you ought to do. Put your foot inside the footprint and see if it fits your shoe. Better check your footprints in the carpet. Cause you put my knob inside. Better check your footprints in the carpet. Cause you put my knob inside. Better check your footprints in the carpet. Cause you put my knob inside. Better check your footprints in the carpet. Cause you put my knob inside. 1, 2, 3, step. 1, 2, 3, step. 1, 2, 3, step. 1. Now keep that groove. 1. Don't you stop what you're doing. 1. But while you groove, 1. I want to talk to you. 2, 3. When I was growing up, I knew my uncle man. He used to take a little dirt. He used to take a little sand. He sprinkled it by the doorstep when he left home. And when he came back, he take the flashlight and look and see. He was trying to see who was at his house by looking down at the footprints. He was trying to see who was at his house by looking at the footprints in the sand. Better take the footprints in the carpet, babe. Cause you put my knob inside. Better check them footprints in the carpet. Cause you put my knob inside.
Oh, we followed it up. We followed it up. Uncle Wayne, we're gonna follow it up. Mose Stovall, Juke Joint, WBOKRadio.com. We going in, man. Let's groove. Let's get grown on it.
I wanna know one thing, lady. Can we sit down and talk? See, I got some things on my mind, and I need to get it on. You know, like I know. We gotta find a way to make it last. Let's make our love stronger. a man like me, girl. See, I ain't too hard to say. I'm coming to you on one knee. Lady, hoping that you still have the same love for me. All I wanna know is, ooh, baby, yeah. Are you ready for me? Kissing, hugging, squeezing, kissing me hard. Are you ready? Are you ready? Ooh, yeah. See, I know pain ain't easy, and you've been hurt for a while. I wanna make it better, and wanna bring back a pretty, pretty smile. I know I've done some wrong things, baby, and you've done your dirt too. But let's not point fingers. This thing's about the love between me and you. Let's get it right, baby, and don't turn this thing loose. Cause if you still love me, baby, I'm still in love with you. Oh, yeah. All I wanna know is, ooh, baby, kissing, hugging, squeezing, all that home folks love you. I love that soon, the very test of time. And if I leave, will you follow me? And before we say that it's over, oh, tell me, baby, please don't go. Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh, are you ready? I wanna be you. Oh, baby, kissing your body, all over you, all over me. Ooh, baby. Are you ready, baby, for what I'm gonna do to you? I know how you like it, baby. Oh, baby. Are you ready?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
If that joint didn't hit you, if that joint did not hit you dead in the heart, if that joint didn't hit you dead in the heart, man, I'm talking about both tracks back to back. Like, I'm privileged because to be able to play both tracks back to back.
I mean, can I cut you all right? You do a good job.
Oh, no, you speak. No, speaking, brother. Speaking, Uncle Wayne. Speaking, Uncle Wayne. Tell the truth.
I wish I had you at my shows. You hype me up, man. You make me feel like I got something going on here.
What you talking about? You do. You do.
Yeah, man, you do a good job, man.
I'm sitting here right now, dead serious about the tracks, about yourself and about Brother Stovall. The blend of music is the same thing I've been saying, but it's just that it's like right now, right? Like right now, this time of year, the season that we're in, the seasons in life that we're in that place where music like this just makes you feel good. It reminds you of why you're doing it. Now I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this though, because I gotta keep it real. I gotta keep it a stat. Okay. Sometimes I wish holidays were like at the beginning of the month and not the end of the month. Because then you got because then the bill collector coming at the beginning of the month. But at the same time, it's like music like you all's music reminds me of the feeling of like none of that really matters. It doesn't really matter. It's the way you feel when you're around the people you want to be around. And that music right there, it reminds me of the times we were talking about. You all's music is something that you want to hear when your family's together. That's the music. Like you all's music is the music you want to hear playing through the house when you see your nephews and your nieces and your cousins and your kids and everything running through the house during the holidays. That's why I just closed my eyes. I was just vibing to the tracks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it had me just in that place where I could remember the smell of like the pies in the kitchen. And then the uncles all around and everybody just vibing and the music just playing throughout the crib. And
I had a different idea.
I know you do.
I hate it cold. And it's cold as heck out here. Now, I'm sorry. But when the barometers up here start going high, it's a little bit too cold for me. So when I hear music like that, like right now it's being cold outside, when I hear music like that, it makes me like, takes me back to like summertime and it's warm outside and there's cooks going on. Like you said, feel good music, you know? Like I'm cold outside. I hear his music, that's gonna up and put me in a mental place where I'm a summertime and I'm relaxed and I'm chilling. So I love, like you said, is the season and the time to listen to that. And like when it's cold, go put some of their music on because I'm telling you, that'll heat up. You know?
Well, she tough.
Well, Miss Music, you know how we do. You know, we have an expectation. I don't know if the brothers that are on with us right now understand that we do have an expectation from our listening group. Is that we do expect for the numbers to go up. The artists that come onto our show, we do expect their numbers to raise. Our listening group isn't just to be cool with Miss Music and I, which is awesome. I'm not now to all of our listeners, you know that we love y'all. I'm not saying anything bad about the family, but we do expect that it's a part of this network and a part of this family that we have, that we do expect for the numbers from the artists that we have on to grow, to rise. And because we guarantee that we're not going to give them bad music. We guarantee that we're not going to give them bad personalities, bad people. Like we're not going to present, Mr. Mitchell isn't going to put myself or Miss Music or our listening audience in front of people who are negative, you know, and that's one of the most important things about radio is being interpersonal with the artists that the people hear the music from. Because I'm saying, like, I thought about some other things when I was listening to some of the music. I was like, you know, I could play that when I'm riding right there. You know what I'm saying? You just got through with like the dinner date and everything else like that. You chilling, you know what I mean? You put that, you put some of that on right there. Now, hey, now that's some grown man.
Anniversary music, you name it.
That's right.
Who? I gotta play some more. We ain't got that much time left, and I don't want to short nobody out. So I want to play. I want to play another track, but I want to be careful of what I play because I don't know if they.
Are y'all looking for any female artists to do some songs with? Because I have somebody in mind for them. I do. I have the woman I've been telling you about. We're gonna get on here real soon. On Encore Live, we're gonna have her on. But it's so talented. But I mean, I don't know why, but when they were sitting there and I heard the woman come on, I was like, oh, maybe they want a new voice. Man, I should ask them if they're looking for singers because y'all probably gonna love this new lady I came across. So, and she can fit doing what you do because she does the R&B and the soul and all. I would love to hook you up with her and listen and, you know, network and see where it leads you. I mean, it might come up with one heck of a hit. And if you do, you got to make sure that you tell everybody it came from Miss Music, yours truly. And thank you, everybody. I appreciate that.
That's right.
Okay. Miss Music just be doing the plugs like it ain't nobody business right there.
Oh, yes.
Just be doing the plugs like that.
I got to.
You know, since Miss Music did her
family.
Since Miss Music did her plug, you know what fellas? You know, Uncle Wayne,
do your plug.
You know what's going on with Mr. Stovall? You know what? Uncle Wayne, give your plugs. Let the people know where they can find your music, where you got what shows you got coming up, everything. You plug. Since Miss Music want to plug, you plug, sir.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. You can find my music on all the digital retail outlets. What you got? Amazon, Like
there we go.
I had calls coming in. I got calls coming in. But you can find me on all of the digital retail outlets. You can go on YouTube. You can go on YouTube, iHeartRadio, just everywhere. You know, I'm everywhere. And actually tonight I got a show in Arcadia, Louisiana. And so I have to get ready to go to that just real soon. But I'll be in a town near you real soon. So just keep it plugged in. Call your local DJs and let them know, you know, that you heard Uncle Wayne on WBOK Radio and you want to hear some more Uncle Wayne.
Uncle Wayne gave us a radio drop. I love you, Uncle Wayne.
Every day, baby.
Hey, Uncle Wayne, do you have Spotify? Are you on Spotify? You have music on Spotify? Because I'm with Mastery Entertainment, and we do free promotions for people who have Spotify. So if you have your music on Spotify, make sure you send me the link, and we'll give you some free promotions, add you to the playlist, get you up there, and get you circulating.
I sure will, and I am on Spotify. Yes, ma'am. Sure am.
Awesome.
Mr. Stovall, since everybody giving their plugs and shout outs, I know you got some plugs to give. Give it to him, Mr. Stovall.
Can y'all still hear me?
Yes, sir. Give it to him. Plug away, boss.
Hey, you can get me on Spotify as well, iTunes, CD.
Tell your signals are bad tonight.
That's horrible. The South. You know, the South going through it. You know what happened.
Yes, I don't know.
You know what happened. All I gotta say to that is now everybody knows how I feel about all this, but I'm gonna say it.
Plug them in again.
For everybody, like living in the DMV, living in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area of the country.
Yeah, man, this thing keeps
how political it get. So, like, all I gotta say about the weak signals is thanks, Obama.
Exactly. Yeah, it just keeps dropping, man.
Over here, go ahead though if you can plug it in again, and if you can't plug it in, you won't keep trying until you get it in.
Yeah, CD Baby, Spotify, iTunes, you know, anything digital out there, YouTube, you know, just whatever you can get it. Make sure you go to my band page on Facebook.
See, that's what happened when you're famous. People see you on the radio, they start calling you up, and you're like, let me get through with the interview first. Let me get through with the interview first, and I can tell.
That's what's happening. That's exactly what's happening.
I know. But look here.
Right.
Look here. We want to give Mr. Stovall an opportunity to continue his shout outs. I definitely want to know. I know the listener audience wants to know where they can find Mr. Stovall, some upcoming events, some upcoming performances, be able to see him live and direct, not just via the television or telephone because of what we do over here at WBOKRadio.com, but live and direct. We're gonna give it a minute, but I want to play another track so that we can go into the end of this interview. We can give these brothers back their time. They have performances coming up. They have things they need to do with themselves. Like we always thank everyone. We're always blessed here at WBOKRadio.com, the Encore Live Show, to have the talent and to have these artists that come on with us and spend 2 hours plus on their Saturday sitting down and blessing us with their talent and blessing us with their spirit and who they are as people and involving us in their life and letting us know what motivated them to be the people that they are, to give us the music that they give us. But I got this one track that I want to play because I'm interested. This joint is by Uncle Wayne. It's You Got It. And
we can plug them in with Ray Street and get them some more promotions.
It don't stop. It don't stop during this broadcast.
And they get the jukebox. We gotta let everybody know they are gonna get the jukebox. Anybody who's featured on the show goes to the jukebox.
Let them know what the jukebox is, though. Let them know what the jukebox is, though. Plug them jukebox all the way.
Jukebox is where you can come on the show at any time of any of our previous guests or actually anybody that actually submits radio. If your stuff is top notch and we think it is really good, it's going on all the artists that come our show, of course, get free jukebox play, because that's just how we do it here at WBOK Radio. But make sure you submit your tracks now and see whether or not they make the jukebox. And you can submit those to WBOK@gmail.com and put on their request submission for jukebox.
Thank you.
Check this out. I got one more plug while I'm here, man. You know, I do radio myself, so I'm on every day. Yeah, I'm on every day, Monday through Friday. And you can get me on the World Wide Web at www.WJLD Radio. And I stream live in the morning from 9 Central Time to 1 p.m. And then I'm also live on Facebook from 10 to 11 o'clock every morning on the CPN Network and WJLD Network. But WJLD, that's www.WJLDradio.com.
And that's Mr. Stovall letting y'all know it ain't just here. This brother's working. Y'all support this brother. Y'all support Uncle Wayne. If y'all don't support these brothers, y'all know I find out. Hey, look at my face. Look how serious my face is right now. I know I find out when y'all don't support.
And hey, man, I want to say happy holidays to everybody before I get dropped again. Happy holidays to the world. And thank WBOK, man, and you guys for having me and Uncle Wayne on like this, man. It's a privilege, man, to be here with you guys and to share our time like this, man.
Brother Stovall and Uncle Wayne, only winners get sprinkles, brother.
Appreciate you, man.
Only winners get sprinkles.
Yeah, I'm the best out there. No one can on my stuff.
All right. We're going to play some more music. We're going to play some more of this good music. We're going to keep the vibe going. I love the family vibe. Y'all know what it is at WBOKRadio.com, the Encore live show. These brothers have definitely blessed us with their good spirits, their great music, their great energy. So we're going to play another track to keep that going. We're going to play that You Got It by Uncle Wayne. Y'all sit back, relax. Sit back, relax, and get grown with us real quick.
Hey, now you
that hashtag still famous, hashtag always famous.
You know I'm even
You got the dance floor crazy. I've never seen the floor so packed. All the hands out moving them bodies, side to side, fun to yeah. You've been working hard all week long. Now it's time to get it on. Put your drinks down, throw your hands up like it's your favorite song. I want you to let me see you stay sweet. I want you to get with it and make you wobble. Shuffle, I'll stand you, let you slide right there and move side to side. Now do my cha-cha, a two-step man, or baby twerk, on the handstand, stop. Oh, baby, bust it out. There you go, girl. That's what I'm talking about. Now check my job. What do you want, girl? Get down. Swing it right now. Shake your thing. Right there, got your backbone. Baby, put that thing. That you look like money. I bet you say that you taste like honey. That's like that, it ain't funny. How much money will it take to put it on me? Now she's a good girl, baby, move on. Now watch you walk it out. Now that's the good part. She put the party started. It started by again. Front to back, side to side, and bring it back again. She's the one, y'all, gonna go hard. When she twerk that thing, she go the extra yard. I'm gonna do it there. She ain't no eating wrong. Never seen her on the garden, but she ain't about to talk. Check out, John. You know, baby, what that thing? You know, baby, turn around. You know, baby, do your thing. You know, baby, do your dance. You know, baby, shake that thing. Yeah, a two-stepping man, a baby twerk, all the hands stand, a baby bust stop, a baby bust it out, there you go, girl, that's what I'm talking about. Now check out, John, you got it good, you got it good, you bad. Like you do, when you do what you do. Baby, work that back. Now work that back down. And I
Man, I was saving that. I was being selfish. Because I was saving that joint because I was saving that joint because it's like, you know, in the DMV area, like with that track right there, they had that strong undertone of percussion and having congas in it.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up.
And, you know, up here we do go-go.
Exactly. Yeah. I think that fit good in that region.
And that's that. Like when you hear it, like believe me, you. My
Chuck Brown, baby. Chuck Brown and Uncle Wayne, baby.
When you hear that undertone of the percussion and the music, when you're listening to something that you're vibing with, like up here, it just make you move. You know what I'm saying? You can't. Because it's like what I explained, a lot of people like that tone, that percussion tone, that underlying percussion tone in music when it comes to us. When I say us, I'm saying musicians. People could take it, I'll just say like this. People with beards that grow in the color that our beards are.
Yeah.
We get that,
right.
We get that tribal fear. We get that tribal feel when we hear them congas going back.
Right. Oh la 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 la.
Amulala swela la mola ya. Hula. I'm not supposed to know that. My name's Larry.
Oh man, you tough, man. But you seem to be a well-traveled young man, though. You seem like you know a lot of stuff about a lot of stuff.
Oh, that's what makes me. That's what gives me the blessing of not being ignorant, but not being too smart. It's like I got that window in between.
Yeah.
Opportunity. Right. I live in that opportunity, the opportunity part.
That's right.
So where are we gonna be able to catch y'all brothers? What's going on with y'all? What y'all got coming up in this next quarter? We got the ASCAP and BMI quarterlies coming in. We just finished the fiscal year with everything that has to do with music. It has to do with like business and everything for our registrations, for all our work. So we going into this next quarter. What do y'all brothers have coming up in this next quarter with y'all's projects? Where we gonna be able to see y'all? What's going on with it? We already know where to find the music. Where can we find y'all? Where can we see y'all live and direct? Where can we shake your hand and tell you we appreciate y'all?
And man, just be on the lookout for me. I got a lot of dates set up. Got a lot of things working. Just need to get them confirmed. So I will be near you. That's all I can tell you. I will be near you.
Well, you know, I ain't trying to put nobody on Front Street or nothing, but you know, it ain't nothing but a little drive up 85, 95 to get to where I'm at from where you at. I told you, I went to PLDC at Fort Polk.
Wow. Yeah. You done been down off in here, so I know you know.
I know the drive. Come on up here and get that love up here in this region, brother. We definitely would appreciate it. It's definitely refreshing.
Yeah.
Brother Stovall, where we gonna be able to catch you at? Where can we be able to shake your hand and tell you how much we appreciate you?
My next show, man, will be December 24th, which is Christmas Eve, right there in Birmingham at Carmichael's, man. It's a grown folk spot. Every Sunday night, free entertainment, free live entertainment. You can't beat it. He got 17,000 square feet, man, of pleasure. And a band sound stage that he lights up every Sunday night and gives away to the grown folks. Got to be 25 or older to get in. And then you can catch me. Yeah, you can catch me on the 13th of January at the Dannon Project in Birmingham. And then, like I say, February the 4th, man, I get on one of those big 777s and I fly to Philippines to Manila, man. I'll be in Manila, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, back in Singapore. Then I got to go to Colombo, Sri Lanka, and then back to the States, man. And then I got April the 7th. I got some things in March, but April the 7th, man, this brother right here is on the annual Mobile Spring Fling, man, which is a big festival in the South. They do it every year, man, down in Mobile, Alabama, at the fairgrounds. They shut the fairgrounds down, and you got about 20 acts, man, and I'm one of them, bro. Blessed to be on the stage. Been trying to get on the Spring Bling for 5 years. I'm on it, man.
Oh, believe me, we know what the Spring Bling is. From you being in radio as well, you know, like Spring Bling go into like everything that happened out there in Texas in the quarterlies when it come up with the work that has to do with like the South by Southwest and everything else like that. Very big, important networking events. Very big for people, like excuses that people make throughout their whole quarters, throughout their whole seasons, when they're in this entertainment industry, when people say, "Man, you're really good. Why aren't you doing anything with it?" And they're like, "Well, why aren't you at the Spring Bling? Why aren't you going to South by Southwest? Because that's where you need to go. That's where you need to go to those kind of things and network with those people that you need to get your sponsorship right."
Correct.
You need to get your sponsors right.
Yeah, I'll be a part of that thing this year, man. And like I said, we're going to drop the Mose project with me and my pops, and then be on the lookout for the Hall of Fame CD. I'm going to drop that first single in March. It's called Cheating Together, man. That thing going to be something crazy, man. Cheating Together. I'm talking to a female, man.
I had
that thing going to be hot, man. The track is done by Ron G out of Mobile. And like I say, man, Cheating Together. I can't wait till y'all hear it, man. I promise you.
That's what it is. Like Uncle Wayne and Mr. Stovall, anything y'all want to say to each other?
Hey, Wayne, I ain't got nothing but love for him, man. Like I said, we did some stuff together for Miss I about a month ago, and it was like we'd known each other forever, man. And he's a brother to me, dear to my heart from now on, brother. Anything he needs, he can call me, man, and I got him, baby.
Hey, Mose, I appreciate you, man. I enjoyed meeting you, too. It was good fellowship down there, too.
Yes, sir. And I want to leave one thing with the people, man. You got it, Wayne. It's all good, man. I'm the same way all the time. If you meet me, you meet somebody, because I'm the same way all the time. I don't change, man. But I got something I want to leave with the people, man, that my grandmother instilled in me. And it says, I do this every day when I close off the radio. Once a task has just begun, never leave it until it's done. Be the labor great or small, do it well or not at all. And remember, y'all, always pray and let the music play.
There you go.
I like that.
Yes, sir.
I like that.
Yes, sir.
I like that.
Thank you, man. And thank y'all at WBOK Radio for having us. And thank Miss
No doubt.
Thank you.
Yes, no doubt. Much love to you, sweetie.
And I definitely want to make sure everybody understands and respects that part of it. We always want to make sure everybody that's involved, like a lot of people see the artists that we have on and they don't understand the people behind the artists that we have on and how that part of the network works and how their network becomes their net worth. I know a lot of people think that's just a catchphrase in this entertainment industry, but it is not. Your network definitely equates to your net worth. And when it comes to sisters like Iona Alexander, Miss I, as you all refer to her, like she's been rocking with WBOKRadio.com, the Encore Live Show, Mr. Mitchell, myself, and Miss Music for years now. And she continues to bless us with great talent, with great brothers and sisters that have such a strong hold on this entertainment and have such a strong perception of what they're going to do. Like, that's one thing that I really love throughout this interview. Y'all didn't talk about things not happening. Y'all speak about what will happen, what you will do, and how that will move forward. And I think a lot more people need to sit down and speak to brothers like yourselves and gain that type of strive in them. Too many people let the outsides defeat them, and they don't have that drive in them that says, I am great. I am an accomplisher. I am a finisher. I am someone that was chosen to be great in this industry. I don't need someone that doesn't do what I do to try to tell me how to value myself. I value myself from what I do every day, from the blessings I have every day, from the opportunities I achieve every day, the things that I wake up and face that some people are intimidated by. I heard a speech a minute ago where it said, my success doesn't intimidate me. It intimidates you.
Exactly. That's good. Yeah, that's right.
I mean, and y'all brothers are a great example of how success has not intimidated you all.
Right.
Other people say, man, I wish I could do what y'all doing. No, they don't.
They
don't. They ain't ready to lace them boots up.
Not at all.
Miss Music.
It's tough.
Holla at the people. Let them know what's going on with you, sweetheart.
Yes, sir. Well, I gotta hook them up with Ray Murderer Match Street, and they're in Alabama, so that's perfect.
Wow.
I gotta definitely hook them up. I got the links. I hope you enjoy y'all both coming on, and wait to help you explore the network a little bit, and see you progress. And if you have anything new that comes up or you're doing something, hit us up and let us know on social media, on WBOK Radio. It doesn't matter. Let us know what's going on so we can inform everybody else out there what you're doing and what's going on, because we do be talking about y'all. Y'all not on.
Yeah.
We appreciate that. Make sure you send me your social media stuff. You know, so I can add you to my Facebook and stuff like that. Both of you guys.
Well, I don't just want to be a part of your social media. I need a plate. I need invitations to cookouts. I need media passes at your show. I'm just playing. I'm just serious.
The red carpet is always extended, man. If I know you coming, you got it, baby.
I'm just serious right now. I mean, I need some Alabama. I need some Alabama cookout, like not just to get boxed up for me and I go to a shop. I need to be able to be there in the backyard or at the park with the fam. I need to be down there in Louisiana for them crawfish balls. You know what I'm saying? For them fish fries. That's what I need. Like, I'm gonna make music. We gonna do this. I need the rest of the blessings.
Yes, sir. We got you.
I need that hot water cornbread in my life again.
You better stop, boy. You better stop.
Come on,
Hey, look. From all of us, man, we definitely love and respect you all. We wish you all nothing but love, peace, and prosperity. We want y'all to stay up, stay motivated, stay blessed, stay on your grind, stay motivating other people. A lot of people don't get that with what we do as individuals in this entertainment business. It's not always about us having the newest car, having the fanciest clothes. It's about what we get to pass down, because we're for real OGs.
I'm surprised they picked up.
You know, we're the real OGs out here, but we work to be able to pass something down so we continue to leave a path for youngins to come behind us and do something positive with themselves. When everybody tells you there's nothing for you to do good with yourself, or you got to do this, you got to play basketball or sell dope. No, you can believe in yourself and take your God-given talents and do something great with yourself and enlighten yourself, enlighten people around you, and keep a community and keep people outside of your immediate community blessed.
Amen.
Give people, you can give these young men an idea, a concept of you're greater than what people tell you you are. Believe in yourself. Right. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you all for taking time to sit down and speak with us. The WBOKRadio.com family, Encore Live family. We look forward to working with you all, to having this network continue and grow amongst us. And I know we're going to have y'all back on when y'all got them new projects coming out. Y'all know where to come. Y'all know where to do them worldwide premieres.
We appreciate it, man.
But on behalf of Mr. Mitchell, HNIC Mitchell, the Encore Live family, and WBOKRadio.com, our family up here in the DMV, our family down there in Florida, Miss Music down there doing her thug, head A&R in it down there and everything, Mad Street Media, all our peoples down there and worldwide, man. Look, stay up with these brothers. We want to see them numbers grow. It's nobody's job to make these numbers grow, but in this family, in this network, it's your job. Don't be a part of this family if you ain't willing to put in no work. And a click, a like, or a download is not work. Y'all know better than that. Y'all know better than that. I want to see it rumbling. I want to see it rolling. Thank you, brothers, once again for joining us. Thank you all for spending this time. I know it's post-holiday. It's crazy right now this time of year. And y'all took time to sit down with us. We definitely appreciate you. I can't wait to talk to y'all again, see the progresses that y'all brothers make, network with y'all. And like I said, I'm not playing. I want Alabama barbecue. And I'm coming to Louisiana to get. I want crawfish bowl. I want the whole thing.
It's yours, baby.
We can make music if they have to too, but I want the food. I want the food.
I want the food too.
I want the food.
We got y'all.
Good Alabama cookout food. I need that good Louisiana cookout food. No, I'm promise. You see, you're laughing. I'm gonna show up. You're gonna be like, oh, well, here's the address if you want to show up, and you're gonna be like, this really showed up. How Yogi show up with a backpack full of Tupperware? This is ridiculous.
Yogi show up be like, yo, where the food at?
My kids ain't getting no tater salad.
Your boss, where the greens at?
I'm taking I'm taking the bone out the pot. I'm violating. I'm a violator. Take the bone out the pot of greens and put it in my Tupperware.
Hey, that's tough. That's tough right there.
Hey, we appreciate you, man. We appreciate you. We got you.
Appreciate y'all too, man. Y'all stay up. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay motivated, man. To everybody tuned in, until next week, y'all know what we do, man. We're going to keep the good vibes going. Miss Music, love you, baby. HNIC Mitchell, we love you too, pimp. Y'all know what it do. Let's rock and roll. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, WBOKRadio.com, the Encore Live Show. We are out.
Peace.
Peace.